time, and he said to me that it's, you know, he's surprised because, you know, he's eating well, although I did identify something processed that he did have in his diet, which contains semolina, and then there was also gluten, which could be a trigger, which he thinks he's identified. So Victor, I just wanted to reach out to you here just to say, when you return the pasta, the spelt pasta, because spelt still has gluten, although it's lower than conventional wheat, it still contains gluten. And if gluten is something that's triggering you, and of course we're going to be working together, so we're going to make some strategy calls and find out how we can, you know, work on your health and look at other areas as well. But when you take back the pasta, because you said you got the spelt pasta from Sainsbury's, which are pretty good in terms of their range, because they do a lot of gluten-free ranges like lentil pasta, pea pasta, chickpea pasta, and also they have buckwheat pasta as well. I'll just show you that, Victor. It's a penne pasta, and you might want to just exchange it rather than getting your money back. I don't know if anyone can see that.
Sorry, I've lost the camera that I'm looking for.
Just trying to find the camera just so that you can get a close-up on the pasta that I've got here. So Victor, this is buckwheat, which is naturally gluten-free. It's high in fiber and minerals. That might be a better alternative to the penne that you've got, the spelt penne. And of course, you've got the option of pea pasta and, like I said, lentil and chickpea pasta. But this is a good, wholesome, full fiber wheat pasta, which is naturally gluten-free. And you know what? It doesn't taste like the free-from pastas that you get on the supermarket shelves that are absolutely ugh. And they taste like cardboard. I've tried them, and they're not so good. They're not so good. We want the natural pastas that are naturally gluten-free anyway. So nothing's taken away and it retains all its minerals and it's not processed. So I'm going to talk to you about really what pollen, you know, what causes pollen allergies, for those who don't know. So pollen allergies occur when the body has a histamine response. And Anthony, if you don't mind bringing up the slide. So most pollen allergies have the common symptoms, and they occur when a substance such as pollen triggers the body, and it produces the histamine, and it causes symptoms of an allergy reaction such as inflammation, itching, and hives. Now, nettle is an amazing herb, and this is what I'm going to be using today, and I'm going to show you how you can actually incorporate it into your diet to act as a natural antihistamine, because nettle also contains many nutrients, so it's very beneficial for your health. It contains vitamins A, C, and K, as well as several B vitamins. Its minerals are calcium, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, and sodium. And it also contains all the essential amino acids, which is fantastic. So this is a natural antihistamine that you can use through the nettle, just by using the nettle leaf. And you know what? It's known as, in the holistic field, because it has great medicinal properties, and it's great for other things as well. It blocks histamine, and it also can be made into a tincture. If you know how to make tinctures, or you want to purchase online, and you can use it as a tea as well. and it's great for allergy relief. But the capsules made from dried nettle leaves are the most effective option. However, if you don't have capsules, you can use this delicious recipe that I'm going to be showing you today, particularly if you don't like taking capsules. So I'm going to give you another option today so you can see how you can put this in your diet and actually get some results. Now, I made this morning actually, I blended up a pesto, a container of pesto, which I store in my fridge, and you can keep it up to 2-3 weeks because this does not contain dairy. And make sure if you're making a batch, you label it, put the date on it. And my son, Anthony, he suffers with hay fever. And he's always itching, you know, his throat feels itchy, eyes sometimes get a bit swollen, he's sneezing a lot. And I gave him a tablespoon of the pesto earlier today and a second tablespoon, which I just put in some vegetables for him. And he'll have his third dose of it, just a tablespoon again, which I'll put in the buckwheat to make us the pesto. Anthony, you said that it actually worked out quite well for you.
Yeah, so I tried it this morning and I found that, well, usually I get nose blockages and I'll get that feeling where you're kind of licking the top of your mouth and you're sneezing and it's really horrible. I've had that really bad all of yesterday and through the night. But after trying that, I felt instant relief. My nose, my airways felt a lot clearer. There wasn't as much blockage, and so I was like, okay, let's see how it goes. I went for a walk in a local park, and I was walking through kind of flower gardens around there where there's going to be a lot of pollen, and I didn't notice much irritation at all, nothing like the day before. And then having the second lot later on, it's just so much better. I'm not having any issues whatsoever, so definitely recommend to people who are struggling with hay fever, try that out because it works better than anything else I've tried.
Brilliant. And there is a study that has been done just to verify that, study was done, and you can see that study, which I'll put the link below there for you. And you can also click on the link to find organic, well-crafted nettle. So first of all, I'm going to show, I've got here actually some buckwheat, which I've pre-cooked for the pesto that I'm going to make right now. And this is a really simple, easy recipe, guys. And not only is it easy, it's absolutely delicious. So here I've got, with the ingredients, I've got half a cup of dried organic nettle leaf, and I've got 2 tablespoons of light tahini paste. I'm going to use just a pinch is all you need of salt, but I'm using pink Himalayan salt, but you can use any type of sea salt as well. And just 1 garlic clove. That's all you need to make this recipe absolutely delicious. And one more thing, I've got 100 mils of just vegetable stock, which I had left over from some steamed vegetables that I did, but you can just as easily use water, but I like to use up my vegetable stock, and it just adds a little bit more to the flavour. Right, so let's get started with making it. So in goes the half cup of nettle. I'm going to pour in 100 mils of my vegetable stock. Two tablespoons of light tahini paste, because this is going to give it a really lovely creamy consistency. And then I don't know if you can see what I'm doing there, but I'm gonna start to blend this up. Just pull it forward a little bit so you can see. Great. And then I'm gonna put in 1 clove of garlic and just pop that in whole. And just a pinch, guys, of salt is all you need. And then we're gonna blend all the ingredients together. Now I think this recipe is absolutely amazing that you can just use the dried herbs, because a lot of the time we use the dried herbs to make nettle tea, but it's good to use in our foods as well when we're cooking. So using up your dried herbs to make pestos is an absolutely great idea. So here's the pesto. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to pour it into the bowl. So you can see clearly the consistency of the pesto, which is perfect. Just going to mix that all together. Just to coat the pasta. And that is all there is to it. I'm just going to pop it on a plate. And that can be the rest of Anthony's dinner tonight with the nettle pasta pesto. And that's it, guys. That's it's a complete meal. You've got the lovely pesto there, which smells absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to give it a taste, actually. I've had a taste of it earlier, so I know it smells so good. You don't want to overdo it on the seasoning. You really don't. Nettle is quite a mild tasting herb anyway. So, just go easy on if you want to add any other seasonings, but you really, really don't need it. That is really, really good. 1 clove of garlic is really all you need. And if you don't like garlic, you can leave the garlic out. And I can guarantee you it still tastes really fresh, really, really delicious. And it's not cooked out at all, which is great because it will maintain all its minerals. Or, if you like, you can make a nettle tea. And I would say have 3 cups of nettle tea a day. And be consistent and be patient. It won't happen overnight. Anthony's had some great results today, but keep using it. Keep it in your system, as we don't always maintain all the minerals anyway, but just to make sure that you're getting the good effects of it. Keep taking your tea. You could even have it with your meal. If you don't, the tea is such a mild tasting green tea. It's not sharp in any way. It doesn't have that kind of, how can I describe it? That tannin taste. But one thing I'd say as well, you can get them in the capsule form, which is available on Amazon, but make sure you're getting them organic. You're getting them from a good source. I've made my own capsules. And for those are members on my natural workshops, if you go to the workshop section on natural workshops, remember when I made the bladderwrack and sea moss capsules, so you know really easily how you can put together, you know, your own nettle capsules if you want to use it for hay fever. Say you're busy, you're on the go, and you just want to take, you know, 3 capsules a day, take one in the morning, middle of the day, and then another later on, and keep taking those, be consistent with them. The capsules are said to be most effective, but the pesto is, I feel, equally effective because you've got the whole fibre of the nettle in the pesto, and it's absolutely delicious. So you can have it as a meal, you can loosen it a bit more and have it on a salad as a dressing as well. And usually it's great as a preventative antihistamine for you, because when you should really take the nettle remedy prior to the pollen season for the best effects. But it's really not too late. As you heard with Anthony, it's really not too late. You can still take it now and begin to do this recipe yourself at home. Well, I hope it helps. Please come back and make a comment and let us know. At least try and consistently over at least a 2-week period, keep taking it every day and see how it works for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back again with more information and health tips to help you along your healthy living journey.